What is going on, guys? We have got another icon in Roy Keane. If you want cheap and reliable coins, go over to U7Buy in the description. Look at all the coins, go to your purchase, and before you hit checkout, make sure you use the discount code JT11. Use the code and you should get 5% off all of your FIFA 23 coins. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the man that is Roy Keane. He is an 86 and this is his base version. I'm just double checking to see. He has no position changes available at the moment. There is a few that you can obviously get that will have them, but we've not quite got them yet. These are the lower ones, which it seems that a lot of them don't, but we will find them eventually. We've got a 2-star, 3-star, 5'11 medium high with the right foot. In terms of his profile, obviously a Manchester United legend. Leadership is his trait, and stat-wise, we're not looking impressive, but the one thing that I am interested with him is going to be that passing, because he was always known to be a better passer than anything, and obviously a tackler. Pace was never his thing, so we've got to whack that shadow on, unfortunately, so we can't get any more passing or dribbling up. It has to be straight away shadow. It gives his pace to 74. We'll see how well that goes, but it does give him 95 defending. He's got good physicals, cracking aggression, as we can imagine, good stamina, reactions are nice, composure's nice, agility, balance are okay at this point in the game, but definitely will be outshadowed very, very quickly, and we've got very good short and long pass. So let's get into him. I'm interested to see how he plays. Let's jump and see. The Keane's first touch then. Let's have a look and see what he can do. Passing, like I say, should be his element. That's kind of where I would really put him. Pace-wise, I'm not having him really kind of push too forward. If he kind of gets into them positions, I'll expect maybe something, but I'm not necessarily going to force him to go forward. I feel like he's definitely not the sort of player to do that, and especially against this guy's team. There it is. Get a pass, find a pass, find a pass. He's going to try and cut back. Big ball in. Anthony, volley. Only if it went onto his left foot. Here we go again with Keane. Looking for that pass straight down the middle. It's beautiful into Dino. Good interception again. Gets the first pass off, but we run into the brick that is Kimpembe. Good tackle from Keane again. AI controlled or what? Ooh, misplaced pass. AI or myself? Keane controlling this bit of the game. That's what we like to see from him. Seems to be in positions quite nicely. Like I say, the only problem is going to be is when he's dragged out of position. That pace is just not going to be enough to keep him going forward. There he is. We see that through ball. It's a nice one into a bit of Rashford. He's going to do a double. Goes for the shot. And why on earth? Varane is offside. Keane have a go. Aggression. Try and get it back. The one thing I have been very happy with is his tackling is absolutely on point. Really good into positions. He definitely gets his leg out, which is quite nice to try and get that ball back. Honestly, in terms of a tackler, can't go really wrong with. He sees that ball. We got a bit of a long pass. It's a little bit too much mustard. Trent tries to do something, but we do manage to win that back with, again, another misplaced pass from him. Can we get Keane on the edge? It's gone for that left foot. Was kind of hoping he would follow through with his right, but unfortunately, he does decide to use his weak. Keane again looking for that through ball. He finds in a bit of Rashford. Oh, he's going to try and get that seconds. Ronaldinho's got a couple of options here. He goes for the shot. And was that a save? That's a nice save. Keane gets that good physicality battle. Wins the one-on-one. We get the break. Can we find something? Rashford round Kimpembe. And it's a good defensive clearance from himself. I think the only problem I'm personally finding with Keane at the moment is I feel like the kind of wingers on this guy's team is just skipping Keane out altogether. There's not even a chance to even get back in position. Maybe need to drop him a little bit more deeper. So it's unfortunate that we have to play him in that sort of centre mid role to start with, as we always would love a DM role if we could there. Keane. Big ball into Rashford. Finds the pop. You got to give and go. It seems like we're starting to really learn where these shots need to be. Crosses, not as much. But can we find something here? Goes across Virgil with the first. Wasn't looking at him personally. Expecting a lot from Keane in this game. Purely for the fact that we just held a very, very top-end team. Messi, Haaland, Kimpembe, the whole shebang. to 2-2, to be honest, with a good team, but not necessarily on that sort of caliber. So Keane definitely put in a shift, especially against some of them top-end strikers / wingers. So I'm hoping he has got the form again today to show what he is actually capable. The passing, the tackling is very, very nice. Again, like we could imagine, the pace is the only icebreaker at the moment. Keane wants a bit of a pushing forward. Not necessarily the position I want him kind of really going for, but... oh, okay, this guy doesn't either. Into Keane, looking for an option if he can. Finds in a bit of Dino. He's going to go for that right foot. Nearly places it past the keeper. And again into Keane. Picking up the ball a hell of a lot now. Little spin. Back to him. Trying to force it in the centre there. Don't know why we just didn't try and keep it there. Keane on him like a rash. Should have maybe held that. No, never. Never a penalty. No B was pressed. No X was pressed. That is absolute rubbish. Good interception from Keane. Ah, the pass is just not off though. Oh, Keane. Keane with a dink. Keane with his first goal and a rage quit in the Manchester United away kit. That is what you want to see for the end of this. Beautiful stuff. A great run through, and it's a solid chip. So going into Keane's overall review, obviously it's coming in at about 90 to 95k. You can pick him up for a little bit cheaper depending on which point of the day you actually get him. And honestly, he's not a bad card. Would I say he's worth 100k? Probably not. But the only good thing about these sort of icons at this sort of price is there's very little wiggle room for them to really drop a lot. You could buy a 200, 300k player and lose 150k over the course of a couple of months. Really, Keane's only going to lose, say, 10 to 15k value at the max, really. They're almost at their bottom anyway, so even if you were just having him just to have an icon in the team, it's a pretty safe bet. When you've got somebody like 90k, say we got 80k, it's about, what, 4,000 in the 5% tax that you'd lose if you sold him for 80k again. Granted, you have got to get somebody to buy him, so that again is its challenge alone if you was to keep him for a long duration, but I can imagine a lot of people won't have this card in his team. The Shadow is definitely a must for that pace increase. Even though it's only a plus 8 to 74, it will do the job. You'll notice a bit of a difference in comparison to putting, say, a Sentinel on him rather than that, just to kind of get that 66 pace out the way. The defending on him, fantastic. I felt the standing tackle, interceptions, and just general aggression was absolutely brilliant from him. Passing, good, very, very good. And to be honest, he was up and down the pitch. It really is just his pace that really lets him down. The 2-star, 3-star again doesn't help, but he's not necessarily the dribble sort of type of player anyway. So when you've got him on the ball, you're looking for your next pass. You're not looking to take on a man or take 2 men on unless you can see the opportunity where they've pulled him out of position, say. But you want to definitely keep on the passes with him. In terms of the other versions of him, you've got his 88 with a hell of a lot more of pace. But again, it's one of them ones that it's going to be okay, but I, again, won't see him being absolutely incredible. The 90 comes in a bit more well-rounded. Again, the pace is a little bit lower, and I do think the moments is actually, or the campaign, whatever it's going to be called, will come in that little bit better with that higher rated as well. But that is a long, long way away. We definitely will try the mid out at some point. He's coming in at 160 or 170, so not a bad price at all. But I think for me, the base is coming in just above average. In terms of icon centre mids, I wouldn't rate him the worst, but I definitely wouldn't rate him the best either. I think if we go down into, I think he's going to be in quite a low position here. So is there one more? No. So there's 4 pages. So in terms of centre mids, or even just kind of like your box to boxes, because there's a lot of DMs, CMs. Gattuso was actually quite nice, but I'm going to be interested to see what this card's like now. Seedorf, again, very nice box to box. Hullet is Hullet, obviously. I'd say Lampard, Gerrard, even a Ballack at times. Ballack can feel very clunky at times, which is sometimes very, very frustrating. Veron, I'd say he's probably He's probably on that same level of Varane. I feel like the pace for Varane is a bit better, but I feel like the passing is quite similar, but I'd say Keane's defensive ability is a little bit better in my eyes. So there is still some centre mids that I would rate lower than this guy, but I definitely wouldn't rate him too high up the list either. He's a nice player. Let me know down below if you've got him, if you want him, or you want a specific version of Keane, and also if any other icons that you want to see, we'll try and get as quick as possible. But apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.